passion for life. We just supported this team that be bringing them life.
Alright, it's the all-new 93.7 The B-Day sounds real hip-hop and home of The Breakfast Club. My name is Marcus Sullivan. I am the producer of The Breakfast Club. You can also catch me with the #1 Saturday night show, 6 to 10 on Saturday nights, and then 7:30 to 10 on Sunday mornings with the show Blessed Beatz, alright? This is an exclusive. We call it Behind the Beat, and we got an icon in the building. Y'all make some noise. I need everybody to give it up for Mr. Yay Ice Cube. Good to see you right here.
All right, Keith.
Welcome.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Behind the Beat exclusive.
Yeah.
Man, people was in my DMs always. What you gonna ask them? What you gonna ask them? First, I'm gonna ask you. You been in Houston a couple days?
Yeah, I've been here a few days.
What is some of the stuff you did when you got here? What's a must-do thing when you first get to Houston?
Get some sleep. Man, I was on the plane all night. I didn't land till about 3 in the morning, and I had to get up I had to do something at 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to do like TV, and we went out to the public library down here, and the mayor had some people out there, some single mothers out there that we had a chance to talk to. You know, give them some free tickets, make them feel good. You know, that's what it was all about.
Free tickets. You got this big thing, Big 3 basketball.
Yes.
Let's talk about it, man.
Oh man, it's a great thing, man. It's a great event. Week 1, we opening night here in Houston.
Yeah.
And it's a great, you know, we got a festival of basketball history with us, you know.
Yeah.
You're going to have, you know, we got coaches that's Hall of Famers, like Dr. J and Iceman.
Yeah. George Gervin,
Gary Payton. Our commissioner is Clyde Drexler, who's everybody know Clyde. He's an H-Town favorite. And it's cool because his birthday is tomorrow too, so we're gonna wish him happy birthday at the game.
We love him here.
But we got Hall of Famers too. I mean, we got All-Stars, champions, first round picks, first overall picks, like Kenyon Martin, Baron Davis, Maury Stoudemire, Nate Robinson, Deshaun Stevenson. You know, so we got some great players that's ready to just showcase their talent on the 3-on-3 level. Now, we all grew up playing 3-on-3.
Absolutely.
Any of us that play basketball play 3-on-3, so we know the game. And so it's cool to be able to bring it here to Toyota Center.
Let me ask you this. When the idea came about Big 3 basketball, how did it, was this an idea of yours? Somebody presented it to you? I mean, like you said, we all played 3-on-3 before. How did the whole idea come about?
That's my idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my idea.
How did it come about?
I got game too.
Yeah.
And you know, if you want to do something, we can do something. But I always looked at 3-on-3 basketball. I always loved it. I always remember playing it. And we played it ferocious, you know, back when people used to play basketball in the paint.
Yeah.
So I was wondering, like, why hasn't this been elevated to the professional level?
Absolutely.
And there was no answers. So that idea kind of festered in the back of my mind. And then I watched Kobe Bryant score 60 points in his last game.
Yeah, man.
And I was like, damn, I can't see him play basketball nowhere no more.
Right.
And that's a problem for me. So I said, there's other pros I want to see who retired from the NBA, but they still play on the weekend. Some of them play every day still. They work out all the time. And I'm like, just because they're not on the NBA roster, that don't mean we don't want to see them.
Right.
We done invested a lot of time in these dudes, you know what I mean? I've been watching Kenyon Martin. I've been watching Kenyon Martin about 15 years since college, then the pros, and then poof.
Yeah.
He's gone nowhere.
Yeah.
And I hear he playing at a gym somewhere. I'm like, why I can't see this?
Yeah.
Why this not televised?
Well, when the players started coming to you, yeah, Cube, I'll get in it. Was it business for them, or they just, like you said, some of them just play anyway, so it was like, yo, let's do it?
It's a mixture. You know, some guys are just ballers.
Yeah.
Don't matter where they play. The NBA, a park, backyard, they're going to ball out. So some guys are just built like that. Some guys miss the NBA level.
Yeah.
They just miss it. Yeah. They miss the camaraderie of hanging with their homies and going out and trying to win a game and playing in some of the best, biggest arenas in the world. So they miss that flavor. Some guys, you know, they probably need to check, need the money, and so it's great to have professional basketball that can still, you know, showcase their skills against their peers.
Would you ever put a player that is not an ex-NBA player, let's say he was a college star or somebody, you know, it's a gazillion people that could have made it. Could you see them in the future being in it? They may have a name, YouTube fame or something?
Not right now. You know, right now, you know, I promised these guys they'll play against their peers.
Yeah.
And so you had to make an NBA roster to be eligible for our draft.
Very nice.
And you had to be over 30 to be eligible, because, you know, I didn't want Chauncey Billups chasing some 23-year-old. You know, so I want to make sure they can play against their peers. But as this league grows, you know, we'll one day have to drop that age thing, and it'll just be the best 3-on-3 players we can find in the world, no matter where you come from. But for now, we feel there's an attraction with having players you know go at it again. So that's really where we at right now.
Talk about like the rules of it for people. Some people might just watch NBA, right?
Yeah.
What kind of stuff we'll see at the game tomorrow? Like rules, half court, full court. What I mean, referees. How we do it? Call our own fouls?
No. Call your own fouls.
You know how that works.
Yeah, I know how that works. No, we don't want no fighting out there. So we got referees.
Okay.
It's half court, and you know, it's basically the game is to 50. There's no time limit.
Okay.
But we do have a 14-second shot clock. So you got to get your shot up in 14 seconds.
Yeah.
So it's a fast game. Yeah. But the first to 50 win. When you reach, one team reach 25, that's halftime.
Yeah.
We got a 4-point shot, which is dope.
Absolutely.
Because if you shoot from 30 feet, Devin, you need an extra point.
That's where they shooting from nowadays anyway. So
we got a 4-point circle. You just got to be touching the circle for it to count. We made it a circle instead of an arc because we wanted people to be able to defend it.
Okay.
We don't want dudes just jacking up fours all over the place. So. And you know, free throws are a little different. You know, if you get fouled taking a 2-point shot, you go to the free throw, shoot 1 shot for 2 points.
Yeah.
And if you get fouled doing a 3-point shot, you go to the 3-point line, 1 shot for 3 points.
Wow.
And if you're doing a 4-point shot, then you get fouled, 1 shot, 4 points. So we cut down all them dumb free throws in between. You know what I mean? We want to see somebody take 3 free throws. You know? So
they out there playing for real. They playing hard.
Go to big3.com. You'll see how hard they playing from last season. Dude, they was going hard in the paint.
Yeah.
Some guys even equated to the intensity of the NBA playoff game. So these guys got a lot of pride, a lot of legacy. They don't want to get embarrassed. You know, they thought they was past all that.
Yeah.
So now they back in the arena in front of millions of people.
Yeah.
You gotta go hard. You're gonna get embarrassed.
Big 3 basketball, give it up for them.
Tomorrow night at the Toyota Center tomorrow night. And check it out, we're gonna do a tailgate concert, free concert out in front of the Toyota Center.
Yeah.
So if you're there at 3:30, you get to see me get down. You know what I mean? Don't pull out some of the kids. Oh yeah, come on out, man. We want the whole town out there and just kick off the Big 3 here in Houston, right, with a free show out in front of the Toyota Center around 3:30 tomorrow.
Let me ask you something. Since we talking sports and basketball, you're a Laker fan, right? Probably.
Yeah.
Any Laker fans don't better raise your hand. Let's keep it.
Nobody
else.
God bless you. Now, how's your mom? God bless you. God bless you.
Big rumor.
Yes.
Bron coming to Houston or LA.
Okay.
If he goes to LA, what happens to the city?
we go crazy.
Y'all win it all? The championship or bust? What we doing?
Well, he need a few more pieces, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's championship or bust. We're not quite there yet, you know, so the Rockets is actually closer.
It's championship or bust right here.
Yeah, you know, the Rockets is actually closer as a team.
Yeah.
But, you know, we'll see where he wants to go.
If it's your choice, it's LA, of course.
What you think, man?
I'm just saying,
come on, man.
It's business, man.
It's business. You know, I'd love to see him in the Laker uniform.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't?
Yeah.
You?
I wouldn't.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
Let's talk some hip hop. Let's talk some hip hop.
Okay.
You are known for one of the biggest diss songs, battle songs, No Vaseline.
One of the biggest?
Okay, the biggest. Okay. Okay. Well, you just said LeBron in LA, so one of the biggest, right? What do you feel in hip hop now, right? When people say, man, you went too far. Is there such thing?
As a young guy, I didn't. So to me, it's like I ain't with that part.
Right.
You know, my thing is go after the dude you're going after.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's like you gonna have a fight with a guy, and because you losing, you gonna turn around and hit his wife and kids. Nah, they ain't. Show that you don't have to kill each other, hurt each other, beat each other down. You know, it's like, you know, a fair one. You know what I mean? And it's done in hip hop. So when you go off the record, I ain't with it.
Absolutely. You're known for your penmanship, your writing skills, man. Do you still get bit by that bug? You still have that hunger to be the art? Because you're known for a whole lot of stuff now.
I got a record coming out soon.
That's what I wanted to talk about.
This year I got a record coming out called Everything's Corrupt. People have been waiting on it for a while. I stopped because I had to finish the Straight Outta Compton movie and make sure that was right. Yeah. Then I got into basketball. I had to make sure that was right. Yeah. So now I'm back on my music. We're gonna drop a single in the hopefully next few weeks.
Does the thought process still change? I mean, because life's changed, right?
Yeah, but where I am in life has kind of little to do with what I write about.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I write about overall conditions and things that affect me mentally, you know, more than, you know, what I'm going through personally. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? What I'm going through personally is, for one, ain't nobody business. And for two, that's boring. You know, I want to talk about what the world is going through, what you know, what people are struggling with. You know, I got a voice, I got to use it, and use it for good to speak for people who can't speak for themselves. And that's kind of what I like to use it for.
Speaking of that,
yeah.
In the climate that we're in, people with platforms like yours, right?
Yeah.
Do you not, because you said you feel like you gotta say something, right?
Yeah.
For those who dance around it or feel like, man, I ain't trying to mess up the money, do you knock that?
That's their business. You know, an artist is an artist, man. You shouldn't put pressure on him to do nothing. Yeah. You should want pure inspiration from him. Yeah. And sometimes artists do whack stuff, you know, but that ain't what it's about. It's about letting somebody get off what inspires them, and you can like it or not like it. You know what I mean? You can take it or let it alone. And that's really what it's all about. It's all about letting the artist be himself, because that's the only way you're gonna get something great out of them. Is when they can be themselves and do what they feel. So if they don't feel like being, you know, in the mix, controversial, they don't feel like they want to be a spokesman, that's fine, man. Because some artists, you know, paint hearts. You know what I mean? Some artists paint, you know, war scenes. So it's really all about the artist. It's not really about us. It's about what he wants to project. And you shouldn't put pressure on him to project anything.
Ice Cube, the artist, give it up for him. Now to these movies, right?
Yeah.
Before we even, I mean, y'all know the classics that he's done. I was thinking, to you, outside of the films that you've been a part of or written, what's a classic film for Ice Cube that you grew up like, man, that's a classic?
Oh man, there's tons of them. I look at classics. I look at stuff like Uptown Saturday Night. That's a classic. Car Wash.
Yeah.
Classic.
The Mac.
Yeah. The Mac, Superfly. These are classics to me. You know, but also Do the Right Thing.
Yeah.
And you know, Boyz N. You said that I'm not in, right?
Let's talk about Boyz N The Hood.
Yeah.
Somebody said, we'll talk about the remake. Take us back real quick, right?
Yeah.
That's a classic. Give us some behind the scenes story. Everybody remember the scene when the guy he pops up out the red car with the shotgun.
Yeah.
Cougar turns around and goes, Ricky! Right? I mean, we can watch that now and everybody in here feels some type of way, but we know that scene coming, right?
Yes.
Behind the scenes, when that scene got shot, where was y'all? I mean, like, how did that happen? Like, what was the kind of stuff y'all was saying?
You know, when you do a movie, you write it, well, you know, you read it, and it's like, oh, this movie, oh, okay, this is about a crazy section that's coming up.
Yeah.
Just because from day to day, you worried about this scene, and that's the scene you can get to. So, when I start putting it together, I'm like, wait a minute. I tell John Singleton, I'm like, wait, we leave the house, and this is, when they leave the house, this is what's gonna happen when, that's what happens in the alley.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. I'm like, this is heavy.
Yeah.
This is crazy right here. I'm like, Ricky gets shot right here in the alley? Yeah, you read that, man. Didn't you read that part? I'm like, yeah, I read that part. But when it's time to shoot it, you gotta get emotions and you gotta, you know, I start thinking about people I know that got shot and the situation and the scene and the feel and how would I feel if this happened to my brother. And, you know, so you start to put yourself there. And, you know, I remember just driving that car down that alley. And if you drove a lowrider before, they ain't stable. You know, they like I'm gonna tear this man's car up. I'm trying to get here for real. And so it was just a scene where I said, man, we got a movie that's so heavy that people gotta understand what's going on to the Boyz N The Hood. You know, with this movie, no matter what color you are, no matter what background, you definitely understand what's going on and why, you know, sometimes a guy like Doughboy turn out to be Doughboy. You know, sometimes it stems from, you know, upbringing, environment. You know, Doughboy and Ricky came out the same house. Ricky was a positive youngster, you know what I mean, trying to do things with his life, and Doughboy wasn't. And it's because of what was happening inside the household. And so a guy like Doughboy kind of never had a chance. You know what I mean? He never had a chance to be good.
Like in real life. And
so sometimes these are circumstances that you don't see when you're looking at the news and see a dude just, oh, there you go, thugged out, going to jail, whatever. You don't know what kind of circumstances he had and the reasons why. And Boyz N The Hood kind of tried to take a look at reasons why, even though that's just one small reason. That's, you know, at some point, a guy like Doughboy got to take ownership of his own self. No right from wrong, but it gave you a glimpse, and I was happy about that.
Absolutely. Other classics, there's plenty of them out there. Friday.
Yes.
A lot of people favorites? everybody's talking about, man, it's a buzz about a remake.
Yes.
You want to answer that?
It's true. It is a buzz about a remake. You know,
What we had pressure, because you do the remake. I don't know if y'all saw like the Karate Kid remake. You know what I'm saying? Right?
I mean, I don't have the pressure because I'm part of the original creators. You know, with the remake they did, they want, you know, you look for Mr. Miyagi. You know what I'm saying? Wax on, wax off. But with Friday, it's just about setting these dudes up, coming with a great story, and giving these dudes the platform to get busy. You know, it's no pressure because I got all understand their character and what it takes. So it's just really about setting them up and letting them knock it down. It took this long because the movie company, they didn't want to cut the check. We need big check.
You know what it works.
Big Debo. Yeah, Debo ready to do something. You know, he tell me, man, I done wiped off the beach cruiser, man. I'm ready to ride. You know, you might not have that in this one, dude.
When you go back and watch some of your old films?
Every now and then, but not a lot.
If you was to go back and rewatch, Are We There Yet?
Yeah.
How far off is that of you?
I mean, it's pretty far off. I mean, it's acting.
Yeah.
That's not like the name of the character is Nick. Okay, so that's pretty far off. Do I look like a Nick? But what's cool about the movie is, and why I did the movie, is my fans, I realized they got small kids at the time.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, if I want to be a household name, I can't have the old dudes telling the young dudes who I am.
Yeah.
You know, that's Ice Cube right there. He used to be in n.w.a. Like, what the hell is n.w.a? So I said I need to do something to make sure that my fans' kids love me and love Ice Cube. And man, I got youngsters all the time saying, "You Nick from Are We There Yet?" And it's a great thing because they already know who I am without Daddy saying, "You know he did Boyz N The Hood?" I don't want that. I want the youngsters to know who I am.
You also played Bookham?
Bookham.
Yeah. Right? Am I right?
Yeah, Bookham.
How far was that from you? Because you was a cop or something, right?
A bounty hunter.
Yeah.
Bounty hunter.
That's acting.
Hey, if you owe me money, I'll come get you. Come lock you up, put the handcuffs on you and go through your pockets.
At the end of the day, when it's all said and done, we got the sports, we got the music, we got the film. What's next for Ice Cube?
Just to do them all better, you know what I mean? I don't want to do everything. I ain't trying to come up with all these different things. But if I see a void and I see something that I can make good or great, you know, I'm going to jump on in with both feet. And so I appreciate people just tolerating me going from one thing to another.
Absolutely.
And still, you know, being, they got to worry about me popping up with all these different things that don't make sense to me and things that I can't make. I just want to bring the world good stuff, you know what I'm saying? And when I got the goods, I got to share it. You know, so, you know, we've had the goods with music, with movies, and now we got the goods with basketball, and I want to share the love.
Absolutely.